Guys, someone really needs to stop Liverpool, man. They actually need to be stopped. Like, what they've done in the last 3 weeks is absolutely mental. As of yesterday, Vertz announced that Liverpool have just confirmed the signing of Milos Kerkez from Bournemouth for a fee of £40 million and about 60 million euros. Man, oh man, man, oh man. And this is after the signings of Jeremy Frimpong and Florian Vertz in the last couple weeks. Oh my god, man. These guys are serious. These guys are actually serious. Where the hell do I even start, honestly? I really don't know what baffles me more. The fact that Liverpool have actually gone out and spent £200 million or plus in the last 3 to 4 weeks. Or the fact that they're still using Coutinho money from 2018. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. I was literally having a conversation with a friend of mine who's a Liverpool fan a couple months ago, and he was telling me how he doesn't want Liverpool to be so pragmatic in the transfer window, because you saw how last summer with Arne Slot, when he first came in, I mean, people were like criticizing him for not bringing in anyone, and they didn't really sign anyone last summer. Fair play, he literally won the league in his first season, and to everyone's surprise, he literally defied all sorts of expectations in his first season. But this is like a whole different level, man. Like, if there was one way to show how much you trust your manager, this is one of the ways. Spending 200 million in 3 weeks is serious. This is real stuff, man. And the crazy part is, what I actually really like about these signings is that they're not bums. There are 3 incredible signings. Vertz, Frimpong, and Kerkez are really good players. Let's talk about Frimpong. I feel like that's a good place to start, because with Jeremy Frimpong, I feel like Liverpool kind of immediately identified the Trent replacement within like a week or so. Frimpong was signed by Liverpool a couple weeks ago for a release cost of just 35 million euros, which is, for a player of his quality, is crazy. Frimpong's one of those players where like you can't really pinpoint exactly what he's best at, because he's like, there's so much to his game. He's a very different player to Trent. In my opinion, at least when Leverkusen went on that incredible season, when they went unbeaten pretty much until the last game against Atalanta in the final of the Europa League, I thought he was probably one of their best players. And it's not like a hot take. I mean, it's very common knowledge how good he was that season. But Frimpong, at least in Liverpool, it kind of shows the type of player that they want on that right side after Trent's departure. Honestly, Trent's one of those unique profiles where you can't really replace him, because he offers something so different that many right backs and full backs in this modern day, they can't do. But Frimpong's different because it kind of shows the way Liverpool are going to be set up next season. And I'm going to talk about Kerkez too on the other side, because they're both full backs. Frimpong's not like your out and out right back. You know, he's not like a Jules Koundé. He's not like a Reece James. He's much more like free-flowing going forward. He's pretty much, I mean, you saw for Leverkusen, he was literally a wing-back in that formation under Xabi Alonso. And I'm not going to lie, it was a signing that I was quite surprised about. I was surprised how quick Liverpool, reacted to Trent's departure, or like at least the rumours about Trent's departure, and they reacted quick. They were quick to bring in Frimpong. I mean, to activate that release clause and everything with literally no competition in the market. Guys, this is a steal. 35 million for a player like Frimpong is a steal. And what he can offer on that right flank, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. And I do think that, I guess, his skill set, coupled with Salah's, I guess, goal output next season, that's going to be a scary duo, I can't lie. Now with Kerkez as well, if one fullback signing wasn't enough, at least for a fullback as good as Jeremy Frimpong, Milos Kerkez is a different type of player too. I mean, he's obviously a fullback for Bournemouth. He was literally, I don't know if he was named their player of the season last season, but he was definitely, top 3. I mean, he's one of the most sought out fullbacks in the Premier League at the moment. I think a lot of people knew mid-season Kerkez is going to go to Liverpool. You could just see it. I mean, it's like one of those like transfers you could just see happen, and it actually does happen, because he's such a good fit for Liverpool. You know what it is with Liverpool? They play such attacking football, and they involve their fullbacks a lot. And you could see in the last couple of seasons with Robertson, with Trent, these guys are so good going forward, and they offer so much. And to replace them with the likes of Frimpong and Kerkez on those sides, it's fantastic management, to be honest, from FSG and Arne Slot, because the way they've gone about this market, the way they've showed their ambition and their desire to continue to compete at the highest level after winning the Premier League, there's a lot of respect to be gained there. To be honest, this was much needed. I'm sure a lot of Liverpool fans will agree with me when I say this, that they haven't been super, direct and competitive in the market when it comes to these type of players. Because I guess with the signings of like Van Dijk and Nunez, they went for high fee in terms of like 80 million, but they weren't like, the best players on earth at their time. You can call some of these players in terms of their positions, Frimpong and Kerkez and Vertz, the best players in their position, because they are literally, if not the best, they're probably definitely top 3 in my opinion at least. So I haven't said that about signings about Liverpool in a very, very long time, and it kind of shows that under new management, under new style of play, a lot can change within a football club. And with Vertz, man, oh my god, he literally just broke. For those who don't know, I think I have it over here. Vertz breaks the British transfer record with his move to Liverpool with a deal worth about £120 million. What a player, honestly. Bundesliga player of the season for Leverkusen. When they went unbeaten that season and they won the league. What's scary about Vertz is that he's only 22, and he's such a joy to watch. In terms of the eye test of a player, Vertz is one of those players where like you just have to put your head down and just clap. Because honestly, what a player. He's so good at football, man. I don't need to even say much about Vertz, to be honest, because I think everyone knows how good he is. He's an unbelievable player. And I think he's going to add so much creativity to that already pretty creative midfield of Liverpool. I mean, to have a midfield of McAllister, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Vertz, Curtis Jones in that midfield, and it's a good midfield too on paper. And what's crazy about all these signings is that they're not done. Liverpool aren't done. They still have to go buy a striker, because we all know Nunez is probably going to leave. They just sold Quansah to Leverkusen for about 40 million, which is great business from them, to be honest. They're probably going to have to sign another centre back. They also signed Mamardashvili from Valencia to replace Alisson, or not to replace Alisson, to essentially have that goalkeeper depth. These guys have done really, really good business. But I think with this Vertz signing, it's going to be very interesting to see how Slot deploys him, because I was actually doing a lot of reading on Twitter and just I was watching a lot of videos on, I guess, how Vertz would be deployed in Slot's system. And I think it's really interesting because a lot of people were saying how Szoboszlai, now that Vertz has come in, is going to be displaced from the team. And personally, I don't think he is. I mean, on paper, it does sound, obvious that he will, because last season you saw how he was basically ahead of Gravenberch and McAllister for most of the season. Practically played as that number 10, number 8 type of role where he'd be the creator of the team, essentially. He'd be the one going forward, breaking up defenses, etc. I don't think that he's going to be displaced by Vertz, because I think when you take a look at why they've signed Vertz and why they've signed Frimpong and Kerkez, there's a lot more to it. I'm going to try and show you guys an image that I found of how Liverpool would probably play on the ball, or I guess when they have the ball, out of a back four, where they essentially drop Gravenberch as the third kind of centre-back alongside Konate and Van Dijk. And you could see that Kerkez and Frimpong are kind of just those wing-backs, the free-flowing attacking wing-backs in the system, with Vertz and Salah as the two inverted attackers, with, I guess, a striker up top. In this case, it's Luis Diaz, but it's obviously prone to change, with Szoboszlai and McAllister just behind them. And this, in my opinion, probably makes the most sense of how Liverpool are going to be lined up next season. And honestly, just looking at this formation, that just speaks goals to me. Just looking at the front four, just like the way these guys are going to go forward, that just speaks goals to me. You take a look at Kerkez's output last season, you know how Frimpong is going forward, and you saw the GA he put up in that remarkable season for Leverkusen, and even last season too. This just speaks goals to me. Salah's record-breaking season, Vertz's wonder kid ability, and he still has so much to his game yet to be, I guess, revealed to the world. This is a dangerous team, guys. I remember watching this interview with Slot actually earlier this season, where he basically explained why Salah had been grabbing so many goals and assists throughout the whole season, where he's pretty much breaking records left and right. And I found it so interesting because he basically explained how when Liverpool have the ball going forward, when it came to like goal scoring opportunities, Salah was always in and around the penalty area, and that's what he does best. He's a goal scorer. He loves scoring goals. He's a great finisher. His output is unbelievable, genuinely. Probably one of the best we've seen in the Premier League for a very, very long time. I do think that this system does make sense, because when you take the skill sets of Vertz and Salah, how they are in and around the penalty area, where they can create chances and score goals, with the likes of Frimpong and Kerkez flying on their left and right side to create chances, it just seems the most efficient, because they can create so many chances by Kerkez and Frimpong, and they can also I guess, have those chances converted through the likes of Salah, through the likes of Vertz, and I guess whoever they sign up top if they choose to. And what's crazy is that they have so much support behind them with the ball carrying ability of Szoboszlai, with the intelligence of McAllister, with the composed back three of Konate, Gravenberch, and Van Dijk. I think this is a very, very dangerous team, and I think a lot of Premier League teams are going to look at this team and they're going to be like, damn, this is a team. This is a team that can win another Premier League title. And I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to say, okay, Liverpool, you guys have this team, you're going to have to go win the Premier League title. No, there's so many underlying factors to that. We don't know how the season's going to go, but this is a team to look out for next season. Just imagine if they add someone like Isak up top. Oh my god, man, this team would genuinely be unstoppable. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the video, guys. I thought I'd wrap it up really quick because, honestly, I just kind of wanted to spitball my ideas about how these three transfers are going to impact Liverpool. If you guys have enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe if you enjoy it. Leave the comments. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, Liverpool fans, last year's team wasn't scary enough. This team's going to look a lot scarier in my opinion. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.